Another thing that you've said in the past is that this governor has drastically overstepped his legal authority, and he's used the emergency powers clause to make it sound like or seem like he's trying to do something, right? Quote unquote,
Well,
do something, do anything.
We're 6 months or so
Yeah.
into this emergency lockdown. Not called the legislature back.
Right.
So that leaves him as the sole person to tell us what we're going to do, and it changes day in and day out. That's what happens. See, that's why I get a lot of Democrat support. That's why I get Democrats coming to my rallies and emailing the campaign, because as I explain it, that with the rule of law, the Constitution is the rule book for our government, right? That's what politicians raise their right hand for and swear an oath to uphold and defend. And when our governor follows that rule book, then everyone is protected equally. It doesn't matter if you're a Democrat or a Republican or independent or somewhere in between. It doesn't matter the color of your skin. It doesn't matter your education, your income, or what you had for dinner, right? Everyone is protected equally under the law. And with Jay Inslee acting outside of the boundaries of that rule book, the Constitution, we don't know from one day to the next what he's going to come up with. That's what causes this confusion. That's what people don't like.
Well, it's certainly done that. There's certainly been a lot of confusion, a lot of very upset people. A lot of businesses have gone away, will never come back. A lot of businesses, I mean, everyone who owns a business that was shut down lost net worth, bar none. I mean, they're not. I spoke with a business owner the other day, Mr. Culp, and he was telling me how he'd lost $650,000 this year.
That's crazy. I talked to Jody, a business owner, small business owner in Leavenworth. She's a single mom, and she runs the Rescue River Ranch.
Mm-hmm.
And she rescues animals and is raising her kids by herself. And she raises money to feed these animals and care for her family, pay her taxes, and keep her home by having families come in and pay to have a tour through to see these farm animals. A lot of people live in the city. They don't see farm animals, except maybe in the supermarket. And so they come out to see turkeys and pigs and goats and horses. And that's how she afforded to keep her place, raise her kids, and feed these rescue animals. And the state has shut her down. That, along with the other agribusinesses, the small farm businesses that supplement their income with pumpkin patches, with corn mazes. The governor shut all that down. She was threatened that if she didn't shut down, I believe it was a week ago Monday, if she didn't shut down, she was going to start getting $10,000 a day in fines. That's the same thing they did to the barber up in Snohomish County. He now has $90,000 that he has been fined by the state. That's the arbitrary rules that are just thrown out there by Jay Inslee because he's not following the rule book. He's listening to his high-priced consultants. By the way, taxpayers are paying $164,000 or $165,000 a week for consultants to tell Jay Inslee how to think on the COVID-19, and that was a no-bid contract because he's declared a state of emergency and kept us in one since. So he just plucked them out of thin air apparently, and is paying him $164,000 a week of taxpayer money. Doesn't that make everybody feel great?
That is just, it's really a stunning number if you think about it. $164,000 is a pretty good salary.
It is, and that's
for
just the tip of the ice. That's just the tip of the iceberg. Employment Security Department hired, I believe it was the same firm. I think there was a $2 million contract too.
Wow. So they're not only
how to fix employment security.
So not only are they experts in infectious diseases, but they know how to fix unemployment programs as well.
Yeah, isn't that amazing? Yeah, I got in the wrong line of work, right?
Yeah, exactly. Well, you're going to be in the right line of work in January when we get you elected on November 3rd of this year, Mr. Culp.